Hello, I'm Joe Hernandez, and I'm here to tell everyone about my friend Patrick Foster. Pat is a fine person. I've known him for over 17 years and have found him to be a good person. And his wife Maria tells stories of their 15 years of happiness, and so do other folks who know him. Pat was a professional truck driver and was laid off like many of his colleagues and had to make a living doing anything he could. He tried many jobs, but they didn't last. Not because of Pat, but because of the failing economy. His last resort was driving a taxi. He became a taxi driver and often commented how he didn't like the job, but it was money and it helped pay the bills. It was then on Tuesday, March 16th of 2010 at approximately 3 a.m. in the early morning when he picked up a fare in Waukegan going to Zion when the incident happened. His assailant said he had all the intentions to rob him, and at 3:11 a.m. the Zion police were called to the site of the shooting and found Patrick lying on top of his attacker, holding him down until the police arrived. He had been shot in the head 5 times. Patrick was sent by ambulance to Vista East and then later transported to Adcocate Condell Hospital in Libertyville. After a time at Condell, Patrick was then transported to Froedtert Medical College in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where his injuries were determined to be much more intense. Patrick began to develop seizures and had to be sedated for most of the day, with no responses to his wife or any of his doctors. It got scary. I'm happy to report that there has been improvement in Patrick's condition and the seizures have reduced in intensity and frequency. And with all the prayers that people are saying, there is hope, because with God, all things are possible. And we as friends, relatives, and associates of Pat must continue to call on God for his help and his family. And so now we come to the part I love to talk about, because it shows the love and support of the community for Pat. On August 29 of this year, at the Fat Man Inn at routes 41 and US Route 21 in Gurnee, Illinois, we are going to present a benefit galore for Patrick, his wife, and family. There will be a host of musicians who are volunteering their time and their talents to put this show on. With the help of the staff at Fat Man's Inn, and especially Elliot Kayat, this would not be possible. The musicians and DJs are as follows. From RPM Music DJ Service, Richard Mosher. The classic rock and blues band, Mystify. The Voice of Veterans, specializing in the Vietnam era of music, Rafael Mendez and his 8 Mile South Band. Country Joe Powers with his country and western band. And the featuring groups are Antoinette Slater, featuring Mr. Lonnie Givens and Mr. Johnny Wells, along with Antoinette's band, Lady A and the Rhythm of Soul. At this time, I would like to thank everyone for their help and their continued support for Patrick's benefit and his recovery. Contributions can be made to the Patrick Foster Foundation in care of Maria Foster and Joe Hernandez. Through PayPal, you go patrickfoster2010@gmail.com. For checks and money orders, you send them to Maria Foster, FBO, Patrick Foster, Fifth Third Bank at 4840 Grand Avenue, Gurnee, Illinois, 631. Again, I want to thank everyone for their prayers, their support, and I hope to see many, many people at the Fat Man Inn on the August 29th for his benefit galore. Until then, thank you very much. This is Joe Hernandez. Goodbye and God bless. Thank you.